Is it currently working right now? I think so. I think I have it up and running right now. Should be set up properly. Hopefully, a lot better than last time. That's for sure. Right. Okay. I like. And yep, there we go. All right. All right. I think I can share it now. Okay, so that's how it looks from viewer's perspective. The game sound. Hopefully, the game sound comes through as well. That's the most important part. Yep. Okay, so I'm starting a fresh playthrough because the last one I did, the save file got corrupted. I was one of the unfortunate ones that happened to. Hopefully, it doesn't happen again. Hmm. Hmm. The sound is really crackling. Hmm. Let's see if I can't lower the volume on that. Maybe that'll help. All right. Let's try this again. Yeah, that sound is still. My own voice is going through all right, but the game audio is just. Man, that's. Hmm, I'm not really sure what's going on. Hmm. So, for those of us that play the demo, I'm not really sure what happened. I was able to start right where I left off previously, but then a bug happened with the save, it got corrupted, had to delete it, and had to start over. So that's how we got to this place now. I feel better starting now though. There was an update on the Steam page, and they did address a similar bug in a different spot than I was, about how you saved, but it caused the game to crash when you came back later. So hopefully it wasn't just in that spot. So fingers crossed. However far we get, we can leave off where we left off. Go continue where we left off. Hmm. Well, at least it's a good refresher, starting from the top again. And maybe we could pick up a little bit of clues if there's anything. I mean, sure, there was the whole suspicious thing with her mother and whatnot. I wonder if there's anything else that you might have missed. Oh, you know what? You know what I'm just noticing now, realizing it? I didn't notice it before because I was so focused on characters, but just look at the sky. Look at that. It's actually a dome. I honestly didn't notice it the first time. I was just focused on these two so much and the banter they were having. Hmm. Did it just stutter? Yeah, oh, I don't like that one bit. And did the audio just stop capturing too? Man, all the respect in the world to YouTubers that have been doing this for years and on the regular. This whole streaming thing is, yeah, it's not easy. Maybe it would have been, maybe it would just be easier to do this on a Windows version or on a Windows desktop. Like, I honestly just did this because you get old and it's hard to find people that actually want to talk about or enjoy games like this or in general. You know, the friends you did have are either gone off doing their own things or they're kind of playing games with God now. May they rest in peace. Just the way it goes. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So I wonder if it's the game or if it's OBS that's causing this to happen. Would it even respond? Oh, yeah, there's some real stuttering problems, but none of that ever happened in the demo. Even now, I don't hear any audio from the game. I mean, it's nice that it's not crackling now. That was annoying. Hmm. I mean, I could try to read it all out, but yeah, I don't think my voice is steady enough to pull that off. Hmm. I wonder how would I be able to fix the audio for the game in the first place? Oh, boy, you know, with all the time I've been spending trying to set up streaming and making these videos, which I have been having fun. I have been enjoying doing the whole little short videos, sharing my thoughts and opinions. It has been fun. I've been enjoying it, but it does eat up time. So, man, it really is a lot of work just to do one little thing. Like I only did a 4 minute video today on Marvelous, and it just took hours. Like legitimately, it just took hours to just to uh, edit it, make sure my voiceover wasn't off point. Man, man, and all that time, I could have been actually playing games. So I think, I'm just gonna do this whole streaming thing part just once a week. I think the idea here would be maybe, hmm, I think it would be a good idea to actually just play the game and use video recording instead of streaming. That way I can upload videos and maybe edit them shorter so we can skip parts where maybe I'm just grinding. The simple things. Look at him blush. And it froze right there. I mean, sure, that's a good screen capture, I think. You know, yep, I'll take a screenshot of that. Maybe I'll make that into a thumbnail. Yep, I'm just gonna make a prediction right now. She is definitely don't know how. There's definitely something shady about her. It's just one of those things. If you ever play the Rampa games, the Raincoat games, what was it? The Virtues games. I think it's been a while since I played those. Yeah, they always have that twist that you might be able to predict and might not. And that's why I honestly got this game to begin with, because I really enjoyed Raincoat that came out for the Switch. And when I figured that the same guy that wrote that, was he? Did he design the game or he wrote it? He definitely worked on it. He worked on this. Was definitely all in on it. Seriously, how is he not actually dead? That was my first thought when I saw that. Like, how is he even alive? It's not like he had any actual power at this point. He was just waving like, yeah, everything's okay. No connection, nothing. But yeah, and then more news came out about the game, like how many different variations of the endings are happening, and that's when I got the idea that it would be fun, really, if to actually stream, because with so many different variations, I'm probably gonna pick choices that people wouldn't. So I thought it would just be fun to share how I be able to play compared to others. But now that we're doing it, yeah, it's definitely not going the way I was hoping. And I don't want to stop and go through having to fix all of it either. No, I should, because it's not enjoyable to watch. Yeah. All right. Well, at least it's responding well to input. Good. Yeah. None of this happened, this part, when I streamed it the last time, before it crashed. Everything was actually working pretty well. There wasn't a single stutter that happened at any point in the game. The only part that sucked was when it did crash and got buggy because of the save file. definitely a part of PC gaming that I have not enjoyed. Master Race my ass. What's the point of being a Master Race if you have to do all the work yourself in terms of actually fixing and making a game playable? It should be a finished product by the time it gets out. Why do I have to jump through hoops just to get it to run? I mean, I understand that there's definitely a lot more work to do to making games on PC. It's just the way it is because of how many variations you have to account for with GPUs and CPUs. But with the Steam Deck, you know what? I figured it would be more streamlined. Not at least more comparable to a console because there is just a simple base level to work from. But, well, you've been seeing how it's been going. It's just doesn't matter how low spec or high spec it is. If there's something wrong with the PC game, it's just gonna happen no matter what. Doesn't matter how powerful your rig is, or in this case, how Steam Deck is. I will say that after a year of messing with the Steam Deck, when it does work well, it really is fun messing around with games on a PC. Like, prime example, just the other day, I booted up Vagrant Story. Oh, no, 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 no. Shoot. The Vagrant. That's what it's called. The Vagrant. And I originally played it on the Switch, and I did enjoy it. It was fun, but it's one of those Metrovania-like games, and it's really fast-paced. It gets crazy when you start using abilities, and it starts to really struggle when you try to build combos and just use all your skills, and it starts to slow down. It never crashed or froze, but the frame rate really dropped, and you could just it's just felt like it was just going in slow motion. So when I tried it on my Steam Deck, again I had to do a little bit of work, a little bit of modding. But when I was done, wow, the amount of difference in performance of how it played was mind blowing to me. On the Switch, it's base 30 frames per second, and when it worked, it was fine, sure. But then when it got crazy on screen, it usually drops to 20 or lower. And yeah, that was annoying. But when I played it and after playing it and removing those frame caps on it, I was getting base 60, and it never stuttered. No matter what I did, how crazy, how many enemies on the screen, it was just night and day difference. And instances like that is why I actually do like having the Steam Deck. Why I do enjoy PC gaming when it works. It's just a shame that, well, we're seeing it on screen right now, that when it doesn't work, you got to ask yourself the question, well, what should I really do about it? Should I wait for updates until the game is actually stable throughout? Should I power through? Should I start digging into it and making my own adjustments to it? Which goes into my biggest complaint about PC gaming compared to console gaming. If I had to sacrifice power and performance for consistency and stability, you know what? I mean, I'll tell you now, I played more on my Switch than on my Steam Deck when I could, because, yeah, I may be playing at 30 frames, but at least I'm playing a game on 30 frames and not having to worry if it's optimized or not. Ah, look at that. That's freaky. Freaky and adorable. So I wonder what they're actually made of. Like, who or what are those things exactly? I honestly want to predict that they're actually human, but I don't know what would happen to a person to make them. Is it some kind of experiment? Because remember, I remember the boss fight in the demo about that boss that had a similar ability to the party characters. So, yeah, that's a big red flag about who the real enemy is. And for those that didn't play the demo, well, I guess you'll find out pretty soon anyway. If it get through it. Hmm. So, I wonder, it all looks bad in this moment. It really does. But I just wonder if it's just a case of manipulation. If she really turned out to be a twisted character later on, was she? Is this the point? Was she just messing with him then and manipulating him? And if it really is like that, for what purpose? And I remember this whole spiel. I mean, speaking of manipulation, yeah. And then there's the whole man. Just a freaky design. It really is. Oh, all kinds of nasty ways until she's begging for a sweet release of death. Oh, is that so? Really? Here's my question. How many times have he had the speech for other people before he got to us? Oh my god. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. An entrance exam. Yes, of course. Mm. So giving everything you need in a fight. Powerful. Why is he really made that way? The brain and the heart. I wonder. Philly fouling. Man, that's good. That's real serious now. Philly fouling. Good lord. Hmm. You know, for all the time he was running his mouth, guilting us into trying to save her, why were all the monsters just waiting around and not kill her already? Doesn't that seem suspicious? This is the reason why I'm so I'm thinking, yeah, she's definitely up to something. Now in the demo when I did this, yeah, I chose what was it again? I chose to let her die or give up. What was it? Well, yeah, that's what I did the last. I really did. But yeah, it's one of those fake choices. And even if you pick it, it's just gonna loop back to fighting them. I mean, it wasn't game over. Yep. Here we go. It's your future. It sure is. It sure is. It, well, I would write a crappy review, but I would have to be able to play the game without it crashing to have a real concrete opinion about it. You know what? I wonder. I wonder how much they actually knew how buggy the game was before release. It's just so annoying. Game over. See, just like I said, just look back. I just hope later on in the game there's no more fake choices. Because that's one of the most important aspects of like this with multiple endings. The choices you make need to matter. Because prime example, when it was game over, it should have just looped me back to the main menu and I had to start again. Like punish you like that. Because then you had to do a new game. You understand? What if I got a trophy for that or not? Man, I'm not gonna lie, I do love the transformation sequence. Oh man, that is some gory stuff. Who else is thinking Sailor Moon in this moment? Oh, man. Oh, just me? Yeah, it's probably just me. Uh, I wonder if I put on my different headphones. Maybe the audio. Maybe I could hear it. Hmm. So I can hear the audio now from the game itself, at least for me, but I don't know if it's coming through. I mean, it sounded like it stopped going through on the screen itself. But with the headphones I just put on, I can still hear it. So I wonder, did I set it up wrong for the output for the audio? Is that why it was so crackling earlier and not going through? And now to the point of it's not even playing. I mean, if you had to pick between hearing crackling and breaking audio or just dead silence, I mean, silence is preferable, at least to me, but still, the best thing would have been like I said before, everything set up nice and perfect, which I thought I did this time around. But yeah, this old man's still learning a few things here and there. Okay, at least now we're doing the best part of the game. Okay. And this right here is what I really liked when I played the demo. I really did like the combat. Because you really can't remember a strategy RPG quite like this. I played all kinds over the years. Gotta say, the best one and my favorite one, hands down, would have to be the Devil Survivor games for the DS, 3DS. Those are god tier games. No joke. I was really hoping Digimon Survive would have copied their gameplay, but that one turned out to just be a simple, regular strategy RPG. It didn't do anything really special with the combat. That was disappointing. Alright, that should be just fine. One thing I would have liked differently, now that I'm back in it again, would be to be able to move freely first and then pick a skill, instead of moving based on your skill. Something I would have preferred. I get they wanted to do make it feel a little different in its own unique ways, but being able to move freely and then pick a skill, that would have worked better for me personally. It'll slice and dice. Nice.
Phew! やるじゃん。さすがは選ばれただけあるね。彼は大丈夫か?
I mean, yeah, she looked like she was unconscious. But do I believe she was? Do I believe she was really in danger? I don't know. I don't know. Promise. Okay. It seems like a touching, yeah. Yep. It certainly seems that way, doesn't it?
何なんだよ。何が起きたんだ。よくやったね、隅野匠君。もちろん転入試験は合格だよ。我が学園は君を歓迎してる。
Oh, an A plus for me. Nice.
学園というわけで、君には名誉ある転校を命じます。おめでとさん。万歳。万歳。万歳。万歳。万歳。万歳。あら。うわあ。うわあ。
So, yeah. Okay. Again, I don't understand why it's like that. I'm hearing the sound. But only now is the video catching up to it. It's just... Man. And again, just kind of freezing up on me. Just what is going on? A1.
ここは教室？何があったんだっけ？
You know what? Just, maybe it was actually my own headphones that was causing the distortion. Now that I'm hearing through the my phone speaker, the audio for the stream is actually pretty good. But the game audio is just fine. Weird. What? Maybe it was actually. I guess my setup is alright. If I don't have to worry about it too much then. It's nice. So that means I can just focus on playing the game then. That's honestly what I was doing sometimes. Just going back and forth with it. I was just so worried if I was actually coming through or not. So yeah, focus on the game. That's a ragtag bunch right there.
Huh?
I don't know if I'll be able to do it soon. But one thing I would like to try, trying to get that, like what you see other streamers do, the whole setup. What was it, like multiple screens? No. Or at least rearrange it so you can see the game screen on one part, chat in the other, so I don't have to keep going back and forth between my phone. So it is nice to know that at the very minimum, playing, well, the game's not playing better, but the stream is working a lot better than it was last time. Both the mic and the game audio. So, yeah, silver linings where you can get them.
Ah.
Hanya?
And this one's a barrel of laughs. Yes.
Yeah.
Here's a thought I had. I didn't read the whole novel yet. How do you say her name? Hiroko? On her character, the idea that she was an agent before going to the school ended up here. Doesn't that mean that she would be working for someone? She actually knows the organization? So, is she just purposely holding back her own information? Or was she never actually told anything beyond just being told missions and where to go and what to fight? It doesn't actually know who actually is in charge. The adorable mascot.
えっと
Adorable mascot. Yes, yes. So adorable.
お
Charming yet devious. Ah, of course. Classic killing games. Makes perfect sense. Did it just... Yeah. Well, I'll say this. It all seems to be the exact same as it was in the demo. Doesn't seem like anything that's particularly different. Other than the performance. Yep, now it's the mandatory introductions.
Ne?
Yeah. Come on. You know, you would not think a game like this would be so demanding in the first place. But look at this. Really? Really? Oh my god.
俺は薬師寺竹丸ってもんだ。
You know, man. Okay. I mean, I'll say this. It's not on Final Fantasy 16 levels of bad. If you played 16 day one on PC, doesn't matter what rig, yeah, you weren't playing day one. You were more like playing month one. That's how bad it was for optimization. But for something like this, come on.
先に忠告しておくけど、
That's-
俺が切れてる時には近寄らねえ方がいいぞ。
I mean, seriously, what's the point? I guess, what would you call it? A domino effect?
誰か
You fix one thing, and then something else gets set off.
自分では歯止め効かねえんだ。
I mean, they did update it, and I thought it was in the right direction, but yes, you fix one thing, maybe you inadvertently cause something else to happen. Now there's just these stutters throughout the game that weren't there before,
で、てめえもあの化け物と戦ったんだろ。
and I can't even play the Switch version because that doesn't arrive until July. And even if it did, I don't know if I want to play it, considering that it's watered down.
変身
Yes, that's right.
おお
For
した
whatever
よ
reason,
今思い出した
the Switch version got censored. Doesn't really make sense to me.
あれいけてたよな。ガキん時に憧れたヒーローになったみて
And
えで
you know
よ。
what's confusing
あ
to
の
me
力で暴
about
れ回る
that?
のは最強の気分だったぜ。
The developers went into debt to make this game, right? So even if it sells well,
けど、
most likely, at best case scenario, they're gonna break even. Not make a profit, just break even. Worst case, yeah, they shut down. So, really, this is a last hurrah for all intents and purposes. So, as a creator, why would you want to be remembered for having your last project be toned down and butchered? It makes no sense to me. This is your last chance to make an impression, a legacy. So, the last thing you want people to remember is that you bent the knee and let other people decide how your vision ends? That doesn't make any sense to me. And you know what? I would have really appreciated if, oh man, what was it? The creator, he's going around on X. I've seen it all the time, praising and thanking, and he's always so grateful for people buying and playing the game. And that's nice and everything. But at any point in time, before it went on sale, did he even mention that the Switch version was censored? Would he have less people to be thanking for buying the game in? I mean, I'll tell you now, I probably would have thought twice about buying the Switch one if I had known that before. Because look what's happening right now. You got a buggy PC port, and you have a censored Switch game. I mean, you would figure that he would want to go out on top if this was the last hurrah, but he's finishing mediocre and embarrassed. Just hope it's just good. Let's hope it's just good in the moments that matter. Yeah, saving, yep. Do me a favor and don't bug out when you save, at least. Appreciate that, thank you.
僕も自己こんな底辺中の底辺。そうですか。あれ、しばらく誰からも名前を呼ばれて、そうそう、ギ。
Frog boy, okay. What is that symbol on the shirt anyway?
だって僕見た。でもイケてるのは名前だけ。人間を名乗る
Yes, he
のも
does
申し訳ないレ
think
ベル
his
で
name
す。
is cool.
ただ、いや、
but
それでも僕は勉強もスポーツも全くできないし、唯一の友達も飼っている。っていうか、今の話って致命的につまらないですよね。
I mean, I'm pretty sure the dogs talk to Lucky's talking. I mean, they just don't talk to us. Why would they?
すみません、僕のクソつまらない話で貴重な時間を奪ってしまって。
Oh, so
もう僕みたいなゴミカスのことなんて気にしないでください。できるだけ皆さんの視界に入らないように気をつけ。
なんで教室に閉じ込められてるの？
俺にもわかる。
いやー、これまずいっす。これ以上まずくなると漏らす羽目になるかもっす。
okay. Yeah,
おトイレ
definitely something you ask your
行けない
friends.
の？
大丈夫。妹ちゃんがもしもの時は。
やめてよ。人前で変なこと言わないでよ、お兄ちゃん。
もしか。
はそういえば自分の名前はつくもいます。でこっちのじゃーん、自分の双子の妹ちゃんのつくもかこちゃんっす。
どうも。
双子なのか。いやいや、似ても似つかないっすよ。妹ちゃんの可愛さは見たこともない動物や昆虫
I mean, I
がそ
know
ろそろ
he's
と群
like
がって
this,
くる
but
ほどっす。
pretty sure
せめ
these
て
two aren't gonna
見
be
たことあるやつがいいな。
on the level of ending Lele. That's for sure. Oh my god. Yeah, if you're looking for a
つうかうちの妹ちゃんをその辺の妹キャラと一緒に
that's
しないでほし
hilarious,
い
gruesome. Oh man. Definitely check out Andy and Lele. The Coffin of Andy and Lele.
うちの
It's not even
妹ちゃんの可愛さ
finished yet.
歴代の妹
Honestly,
キャラを全部
Handy
出しても
God.
構わない
It's
ほどなんで
possibly one of the best horror games in the past decade. No hyperbole.
もう他の妹に妹って文字を使わないでほしいっすよね。この字は妹ちゃんだけの。
お兄ちゃん言い過ぎ。
ずいぶん妹のことをか
Yes, they are close, aren't they?
自分は妹ちゃんのためだけに生きてるんで、どこに入れても痛くないっすね。むしろ
もうやめてよ。
恥ずかしがる妹
Then
ちゃん
again,
は
maybe
別の大鳥レベルに可愛
they
いっ
are
す
on that level.
ね。
Jeez.
お兄ちゃん、妹ちゃんのお兄ちゃんに生まれて
だからもうやめて。
はじめまして。僕は高校3年の17歳なんだけど。ああ、俺も同じ。そっか、やっぱり同い年なんだね。これってさあ、それより自己紹介しないとね。趣味は何？苦手な食べ物は？星座は？好きな漫画は？部活は？映画はよく見る方？ちょっと待ってくれ。そんな一気にあ、僕人付き合いが苦手でさ。そうなのか。そんな風には見
I
えない。
wonder if he's actually telling the truth about that.
いろいろあって入院している期間が長かったから友達付き合いとかほとんどしてこなくて。おかしなとこがあったら遠慮なく言ってね。少しずつ直して。ああ、わかったよ。
Yeah, that's what you can expect in a
久しぶりに
Danganronpa-like game,
囲まれ
like
たせいかなんだか胸が苦しい。
they'll
大丈夫
definitely
か
make
辛くなったらすぐ言え
unique
よ。
characters. That's for sure. Seriously, why?
静原ひる子よ。
So it was Hiriko.
あのさ、
言ったわよね。
ああ、名前はもう
わ
Yes,
から
that's
ない
true.
ことを
Blindly
話しても時
speculating,
間
but
の無駄じゃない。
you
そんな普通のことも
are in
わ
a
からない
position that you wouldn't be blindly speculating. But here's a question. Why is she pretending not to know anything? What's there to gain from that? Unless, of course, he has information that may suggest that there's a traitor in the group. Possibly.
Ah, もう嫌だ。大丈夫なわけねえじゃん。しょついてね。
落ち着けって。不安なのは
うるせえよ。俺は自分の心配してんの。
頑丈な日常がやっと壊れてくれたんだもん。デスゲーム早く始まんないかな。
As an expression. can imagine how much more debt they would have gotten into if they actually had every single line voiced. Because, yeah, we're like, what, an hour into it? I didn't try to rush, but even then, still not out past where the demo was.
ちょっとおもちゃとかマンネリとかいきなり誹謗中傷の連発はやめてくれる。地味にへこむんだけど、確かに丸パクな登場だったし、とにかくこのクリティカルにイケてる本館はみんなが仰いで尊ぶ司令官で、その名も
It's all a man knows what it means to give an effort and have it fall flying on his face.
よろしくね。というわけで、ようこそ最終防衛学園へ。我が学園
So far, this one right here, this is my favorite track so far from the soundtrack. Just got that beat going and going.
아차. 어. 흐무.
I wonder how true that actually is. Because think about that. Well, actually, you know what? I'll share my thought on it when we get to that part. If it actually works the way I think, that is pretty twisted.
뭐
And we know why they were inside the domes. But there's still a lot of mystery left. Where we're gonna see it pretty soon. Where all the destruction happened. How it happened. Who did it. Why it happened, all that. Not even a shred of clues anywhere. That, at least not, I didn't get far enough to even make a hypothesis on it. Oh, look at that, look at that. To the side. Yep, you can see it flickering already. It sure is.
ちゃ
なあ、あっち見ろよ。
Actually, with the sections on the voice parts, maybe it'd be better just to have it auto. I wonder if there's any shapes in the
あ
file.
りゃ炎なのか。あんな色の炎見た
One
ことね
thing
え
they
ぞ。
mentioned
何
was
あれ
that
怖いよ
someone
大丈夫。
is
お
making
兄
the
ちゃんが
flames,
つい
but
てるから。
have they become the flames? At least that's how I remember it. Oh, and it's back to not being voiced. Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. No Truckun required. So they all knew that they were living inside a dome. But did none of them
こ
ever
の学
really
園の
become
周りを
curious
すっぽり取り囲んでいて、しかもずっと燃え続けているんだ。
I mean, I got that kind of impression that
永遠
none of them
だよ。
actually even cared.
あの炎は消えることなく永遠に
Maybe that's
燃え
why they
続けるんだ。だから
legitimately were
消えない
freaked out.
炎なんだよ。
I mean, there's plenty of reasons to be freaked out. I mean, you look outside the window and giant flames is coming up on you. Like, yeah, that would throw you off.
あ
I bet that makes her giddy. Why? So we can see it. Okay. A trial after every murder.
ですか
はにゃ
ピピ
I mean, that should at least make her happy. I mean, there's still death involved.
みんながこの最終防衛学園に転校してきたのはある任務のためです。その任務はですね、この学園を襲ってくる憎き敵を虐殺し、最終防衛学園を守り抜くこと。みんなはその任務を遂行するための特別防衛隊、略して特防隊に選ばれたんだよ。
She's so heartbroken. You really gotta find the silver lining in these things. In life, if you want to be happy, I mean, come on. Sure, you're not killing each other, but hey, maybe you can still be killed. Gotta take the wins where you can. Oh man.
は
Yeah, he really should be more trusting. I mean, strange monsters appearing out of nowhere, destroying buildings, killing people, giant walls of flames. I mean, it all seems on the level.
敵勢力侵入当区域に敵勢力からの攻撃を感知直ちに防衛モードを展開します至急防衛戦の準備に取り掛かってください
So here's a question on this part now. So he just randomly placed a shield generator across the school, right? Why is that not up all the time? And why is it only around the school? I mean, I know they're protecting the thing, but with this technology, couldn't you expand your territories a little bit more? And just defend those territories?
Yeah.
Because based on what we know, we're gonna find out that they're not the first generation of defense, right? Then again, there is the whole recycling aspect of it. So maybe they actually are the first generation. But that would imply that we're in some kind of loop then. And I don't think that's what's happening. Could be wrong. You see, this is what I'm not understanding. You saw how it... I don't think there was a pause for dialogue. If you see in the corner that the clock is moving, but that, yeah, see how long it's taking? That doesn't make any sense. So it's not like it's actually frozen, but it's not really consistent, is it? Oh, there she goes. Now she's in her happy place. Okay. I wonder, are all the parts of the city outside, beyond the flames that it's all destroyed, is that the consequence of the event that happened before? Or is that a consequence of failing to protect? Would again imply that they're not the first, of course. I mean, we're gonna find out pretty soon that, honestly, I could threaten to kill him, but it doesn't really matter, would it? So that does bring up the question, if there was a generation before, is because they didn't have the technology to do the resurrection before? You know, this is why I don't like to start over too soon when I play a game. Or the downside of restarting, because you already went through all this before. It would have been one thing if you'd gotten through an entire playthrough before, but because the way it went, crashed. Yeah. It just makes it feel slow and going, opposed to if you had actually beaten the game at least once and then come back again after some time passed. It would have all felt fresh. But at least I think I remember enough that maybe I'll make different choices this time instead of the same ones. Okay, okay. Now we're getting to... No, yeah, that's right, we got it. Alright. Okay, if I save now. Wow, do you see that? Do you see that? Look at that, look at that. That's my previous save. Do you see that? Isn't that weird though? That's actually there. But in the main menu, there was no option to load a game, right? So here's a question. If I... Oh man, would it bug out? Oh god. Kinda don't want to do that. But I am curious to see, would it bug out again if I did this? Let's see. if the patch actually worked or not. Well, that's a good sign. Look at that, look at that. Did not crash. Last time, after every time I loaded up, or well, at least try to start it up and went to the room, it would crash for a little bit till, and then it got to a point where the game wouldn't start at all. But it's weird to me. You know what? It's actually, that doesn't make any sense, does it? Because when I start the game, you had to start new, right? Because I deleted my save file. So then here's a question. How is that there? How is my previous save available if I deleted it? If it was corrupted? That doesn't make any sense. This old man does not understand technology. Oh boy. All in the rooms. Guys, for now, let's creatures fixating on that last defense academy require a certain special something within school. Let's see. Yep. A part of the automated defense system, these machines convey fallen students to the infirmary for treatment and revival, springing into action the moment they detect a member of Special Defense Unit's life signs cease, but are only effective within the wall of flame. Then you're off school grounds and you're on your own. So my thought was earlier that if they resurrect you, and maybe theoretically you got decapitated, your head's popped off along with the bomb, wouldn't they just reinstall the bomb again? Or if they killed you with the bomb, wouldn't they just resurrect you again anyway and install it? That's what I mean. Being in the school infirmary, that is indispensable to the war effort. By harnessing the power of Demonomia, it can return the dead to life. However, it only works if the person in question hasn't been dead for long. So, did they only recently got this power? Or have they had it from the beginning? And the reason why all the keep failing, because, well, your team got wiped out, the drones wasn't fast enough to drag them back. But wouldn't that imply that the school has fallen before? The heart of Last Defense Academy, defended by an imposing door covered by undone flames. The invader must be kept out of the room at all costs. If their hands are left inside, mankind's extinction is guaranteed. Well, let's take a gamble and save right here in this moment. Let's look at the gallery. Let's see. Oh, just still pictures. There we go. That's what I want. Nope, nope.
Phew! やるじゃ
A little further than that. Did it stutter again? Unable to play my previous save file, which doesn't make sense considering that I deleted it. I mean, silver linings, right? Just a real quick, a recap of events.
Tada 大きいだけでしょ。あの程度じゃ何も感じないの。アルミ、超大型モンスターを手にしてみた。おい待て。
Yep, it's okay.
やばい、助けないと。
Yeah, so this is the part a little bit after where we just left off in the replay. Yeah, we were gonna go into battle, and then this happened. Yep, she gets crushed. All her wishes came true. She really was dead. What is that language? Listen to that. It's a whole... Look at that, look at that. He kills himself. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Look what he transformed into. That's what I mean. They're all humans, these monsters. But it makes me wonder, is it a case of invaders, or are they possibly the original humans of the world, and we're the invaders?
静原、動けないのか。静かにして。今やっているところよ。
And so I don't think there's any replays on the in-between cutscenes. Just these video ones. And there's still images. Yep. And then he reverted back after we beat him. Had a little dialogue so he didn't outright die. What an 8. Oh. 103. Change image. View. Oh, okay. A flashback of their childhood. I think they were making the promise then. Oh, yep, this happened. Apparently, he went out at night. And yep, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. That's who I think is the one that's yeah, definitely the one making the purple flame. It's a how much of his own humanity is still intact before he becomes the Flame. Just altogether not able to revert back into human. Another flashback. That's so Eita made a plan to try to escape, and yeah, as you can see, that didn't turn out too well for him. So he formed a party, went after him, and saved him. And the reason why he took the opportunity to do it, because our favorite lovable, adorable mascot got himself, sliced and diced. Now, was he killed by the monsters, though? That's a question up in the air. But he took the chance to escape, and why did you need to load? I'm going between pictures. Why did that take a load? Why? Oh, it must be a HD JPEG. That's why. Good lord. Oh my god. Oh, what a crapshoot decision. You either play the watered down bottom shelf version of the game on Switch just so it functions properly, or do you just gamble like this every time? Look at that, oh my god, why is this so poorly? Is it a case of just par for the course for modern games now, that they release like this all the time, just buggy messes? Or like, what's the problem here? Oh my god. Oh, right. Yep. There he is. Mm-hmm. And look at that design. Why are we wearing a cape? Seems like... I want to say an Imperial design. Did you say? Like, whatever organization they are, probably a monarchy of some kind. Royalty. Well, they might be serving a king. He might be a general. Who and what? I don't know yet. So that is a real simple breakdown of what has happened up to this point. Let's go to the cafeteria. It's just us today? Yeah, real slim pickings, huh? Slim pickings indeed. Is it me or the ones missing the cowards who refuse to fight? Yes, that's right. They usually come in here in the morning. Why didn't they today? I mean, one of the things that was going on before is that, yeah, you don't fight, you don't eat. But then, as you just saw, he got chopped up into itty bitty pieces. So, yeah, it was all of a sudden a free for all. So then why aren't they there now? Because I told them not to. They're not allowed to use the cafeteria anymore.
Huh?
Yeah, Hiroko decided to take over after revealing that, yeah, she does have experience, but she's still not answering any questions because reasons. Why would you do that? Just to protect humanity from the invaders. Anyone who won't contribute to the effort doesn't deserve to use this facility. Isn't that pretty harsh? I mean, it does suck, but if they die of starvation, you could just recycle them again. Things are, they'll never come around. Time to start cracking the whip. Not gonna let up until the shape up starts showing some spine. Let up on what exactly? You're in no position to worry about others. I need you to be ready to defend against invaders, attacks at a moment's notice. Our time is precious. We will not waste it. Is that understood? Waiting for an answer, Hiroko got to her feet, left, and unshakable, confident as ever. Damn! Gonna be in business from now on, huh? This is madness. Yeah, that's why she's smiling. Does seem pretty Spartan.
Ah.
I feel it's a good idea trying to force our friends to fight. Might only make things worse. Not only we got an excuse to keep hanging back, none of us got any real choice here. It's like Haruko said, what brings up? That's what being at war is all about. I bet you though there's no such thing as going too far. There's such a thing as going too far. Wonder how else she's gonna put the pressure on them. Have a bad feeling about this. We ate the rest of our breakfast in silence. We're all feeling uneasy about what would happen to the rest of the group going forward. Once we're done eating, we went back to our rooms. About what else Hiroko might be planning. It's been a couple days since the last attack, and I'm starting to get antsy. I prefer not to just sit around. Free time! So, oh, yeah, let's gamble, let's gamble. Let's save. What are options for now? Let's... Silver guide, if I there's no orders. That improve it at all? I doubt it. Is it running at 60? Doesn't really feel like it is. Yeah, that was weird. So let's take a review of what we got so far. Got literacy, creativity, calculation, analysis, investigation, technology, observation, exploration, endurance, and mobility. Okay. just wanted to open the map. That's all I wanted to do. Alright, we got him over in the cafeteria. I see that. These two. Looks like a boy. Bow tractor. There it is, there it is. What do I want to level up? Or try to promote? Let's see. Where is the train? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, okay, there we go. So I need linguistics level 2 if I want to level that up. Okay. In that case, yeah, we're gonna have to talk to Darumi. Yep, it's Darumi right now. So let's talk to her. Get that. Put some points there. Try to get that to level 2. Let's play a game. Oh my gosh. Well, who doesn't really? Oh my god. The old days are more like supernatural objects than games. Madness, the creator, the uninterpreted total pathos, the absolute goodie bag of fashions under the guise of a game. I give my face up to pretty much. Oh my gosh, isn't she so precious? So precious. They make my shoulder trick when they slap me. Yeah, that's why you have to play one of my favorites. Totally love it, I swear. Okay, deal. We're supposed to be in school. You gotta stop acting like a teacher's pet. Show me your soul. Oh my god. After that, I was captured by Darumi, forced to play a running game. Creativity went up 6 points. Some sacrifices must be made. Okay. So, let's see. Okay. So with 6 points, it went up 1 bar. Yeah, it's gonna be a white door. Oh. Oh. So would it level up if I only fill out 1 bar? Would I have to fill out both bars to level it up? Oh, that would take quite a long time, wouldn't it? You'd have to do that. Zeta. What she would say. So in free time, that's fitting in betweens right here. Your main option is to train, to go around, talk to your classmates, level up your stats, or your traits in this case, or there's another option, you can go exploring. But you do not level up in the traditional way. Nope. Connections. And oh. Get it? Yep, it did. Give it a second because it's loading. It's loading. I mean, you think it would load faster because is it really that graphically demanding? I mean, I'll tell you this, I played Metaphor that first week, and yeah, that's a beautifully artistic game, and it never performed this badly, and it did a lot more on screen. Need you to be ready to defend against invaders' attacks at a moment's notice. Oh, she just repeated that. Okay. So you know what? Let's actually. Oh wait, no, it's evening now, isn't it? We can't go outside. That's another thing I remember. You cannot travel outside during the evenings or the afternoons. If you want to travel outside, you have to do it in the morning. Yep. Yep. Yeah, you know what? Let's focus on those two. The linguistics and the endurance. Or the gym, I think. The gym class. Yeah, let's focus on leveling up those two for now. Gotta lift those knees, man. Oh, man. Oh, we still playing? Okay. That was a bit silly. He's a nice guy, a little rough around the edges, but he's alright.
就寝時間だよ。いつ進行生の襲来が。んじゃあ、おやすみな
Here's
さ
the question.
い。
Why don't the invaders attack at night? Is that just a coincidence? Or have we not reached a point in the game where that happens yet? I'll tell you this, it is I'm very happy. I don't understand it. Doesn't make sense. But I'm very happy that I'm able to leave off where I left off.
総員起 勝時間だよ。
Banana tree. Huh. Is he wearing a different outfit?
最終防衛学園10日目の朝がやってきました。
I think he is. Oh snap, he's wearing a different outfit.
記念すべき10日目ということで。
Oh, I see now. Oh, so possibly every 10 days, he's gonna change outfits. Yep, even the dialogue's different. In honor of this milestone, I'll give you access. Oh, okay. I'll give you access to the rec room and the leisure lounge on the 3rd floor. I'll tell you all about how they work in person. I guess he didn't plan on being chop suey so soon, did he? Oh man. New facilities, huh? I doubt that in-person explanation's gonna happen though. We've only been here 10 days. It was a lot longer. We are just getting started. Without Sari, there's a chance we could be here even longer than 100 days. I guess we'll find out once we eventually get to that point. If we ever stop stuttering. Maybe there's a mod that fixes that. Definitely gonna look into that. I mean, I did fix the bug before. Whether or not that remains to be true is up in the air. At the very least, if it does happen again, we just delete it and load it. But you saw it before. I did delete it. I'm not making that up. But then it's here still for some reason, and the main menu loading a game wasn't possible. Oh my, it does make sense. Good lord, it doesn't make sense. Yep, can't think like that. I have to believe I'll get through this and go home. yes, believe. Gotta believe. Back to Tokyo Residential Complex. Back to Colorado. It'll all work out somehow. It always does. Does it? Doesn't it? Well, actually, you know what? He did fall down those stairs. He just walked it off, didn't he? Every announcement said directly, Leisure Room been locked. Oh, check him out. Look at that. They're all still in their rooms. Rec room and then there's the living room. Oh, he's outside. You know, that's what throws me off. So, okay, you can clearly see, here's the infirmary, there's the front door. So, when you walk out, from our perspective, we're seeing him face us, right? So that means he should be to the left of the screen, right? For him, it's the right. Yeah, it's inverted like that. Isn't that just weird? I guess because we're facing him the other way. That's why he's on his... Actually, you know what? No. You see that? He's on the left, not the right. That doesn't make any sense. We can clearly see that he walked through the door from this perspective. So he should be on the right, not the left. That's another thing that threw me off when I was playing the demo. It was so weird. You got turned around, you couldn't find any characters because they're in the other direction, even though that doesn't make any sense. He should be on his right if he wasn't in that room, in the infirmary, walked out. He's facing us, so his right is on our left, and vice versa. So he should have been on his right, but here he is on the left. Did no one developing the game at any point thought that was strange? Like, I know you went into debt making it, but did you sacrifice common sense too? It's just okay. Came by to check out the lead room, but when I saw Hiroko, I figured I'd better back off. Bad enough dealing with their shit when everyone else is there. I don't think I can handle her on my own. It's pretty hot. Too bad about personality. There's the war. Again, here is the war room, right? Right? That's the war room, because we went to the right from our perspective. But for him, he went left. Right? Exactly. But we ran into him as we went to the left. But he should be over here on the right. So when we walk, he's... Oh god. So when we walk over to the right, where he should have been... Okay. Good lord, thank god the combat is fun. Without that, it's just... It just would be so much better with a little bit more free. Okay. So we're in the rec room now. Oh, a little gambling in the school, huh? Alright. It's the rec room. Whoever built this place really did think of everything. The most normal places I've seen here, to be honest. Oh man, really? Hey, Doc, me, you're scoping out the rec room too, huh? I thought this would be a fun place to hang out for sure. It's a major disappointment, though. There's no actual manga or misery report. Oh my god. Yes, all the disappointments in the world. How cruel. Oh, thank you, Daruma. You are getting me through this. I'd be more worried if there was. Sometimes it doesn't have to be complicated for a dynamic to work and be fun. I'm going to be able to use some of these equipment now. That's Series 9. Here to tell us how it all works. Oh, that's a good question. You have the left behind manuals and stuff. That'll really run right now. I shot great with those big words or small ones. Or phonemic. Awareness in general. Phonemic. Huh. In general, really, and don't even get me started on my poor focus and lack of vocabulary. He's surprisingly thorough in her understanding of her shortcomings. Aw. Like I said, she's precious. I want to play a dependency. Oh my god. That's a huge machine. What's it for? Darts over here. Not right now. So it seems like Diplomatic, that's what it's called. So yeah, play these mini games, get points, exchange them out here. Alright, I get the idea. A table tennis, so a little ping pong. Not new for the games right now. Trying to figure something out in the book. Manuals, what's it say? Seems to be a device over here. Get Diplomatic. Oh, that. What exactly is that? Doesn't look like any machines I've ever seen before. What is this? It's the Gift-O-Matic. Gift-O what? I mean, he said it pretty clearly, didn't he? Let me read you the instructions from the manual. True to its name, the Gift-O-Matic is used as the manufacturer's presents, charitable donations, and other doodads. Charitable donations. Step 1, select an item from the machine, then zip database. Step 2, insert the required materials. Ah, there we go. Now we know where our materials that we gather from the outside go. Gotcha. Step 3, the items you request pop out and hold and complete. Take advantage of this miracle of modern engineering to express your gratitude and affection towards your comrades and strengthen your spirit decor. That's about the size of it. Okay. Gotcha. It's your crafting machine. Weird idea, isn't it? Perhaps. But assuming it actually works as advertised, it's pretty impressive. Look at the list of available items. You can make clothing, shoes, your gear, your equipment. Gotcha. Even more complex stuff like auto parts. High specs electronics. Gory movies or games that were prepared to extreme. Or how about censor games that were not advertised as being such? Yeah. Yes, exactly. Actually. Seriously, it really is extensive. Sounds like magic or alchemy, maybe. I wonder how it works. Then again, the Revive-O-Matic is just as much of a mystery. Wow, the naming sense here. Next level, am I right? And that hasn't stopped us from using it. Yeah, I guess not. Do you think giving gifts would help alleviate some of the tensions around here? I don't know. The difference between the fighters and the non-fighters are a little too seated to resolve that easily. You're probably right. What a pity. Yeah, such a pity. Giving up. Access it during your free time. Oh. Okay, so... Oh, alright. So it seems like we can make as many as we want, but we only be able to do it one time during one free time each. Okay, gotcha. Let's save right now. Wow, you all saw that, right? You saw that. Here I am, saving, and all of a sudden, look at that, even the auto save. Wow, real fucking time we saw that bug. This is what I mean. Jesus. Now, if I would try to save in a different spot, yep, look at that. Look. Oh my god. So, here's a question. If I move to a different spot and try to save, would it work? Or if I exit now, would the game crash again? Oh my god. When PC gaming fails. Yep. I wonder if I would have this much troubles on a Windows. That's something I'm looking into, just getting a mini PC exclusively for gaming. Because I don't want just a big ass rig or something, just something simple. Doesn't take up a lot of space. That's why I kind of like the Steam Deck. But yeah, we all saw that. Not imagining it. This device that can create all sorts of gifts. How does it even work? Well, oh, wait. So I can't use it right now, even though you just said gift giving was unlocked, right? So it wasn't the point to... Wow. Yep, look at that. Look at this shit. Look at the... Oh my god. Yep, fucking bug. We all saw it real fucking time. Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's open up the map. Let's see if that since it's already buggy, since it's already crashed, we can see where this train wreck is going. Let's just go all the way with it then. Fuck it. Oh my god. Why? Why? It's like you went into debt making it. And it seems to me that you actually ran out of budget, didn't you? Even though you went into debt to making it, you still didn't have enough to actually finish it. And now you're really just, walking that tightrope, just making it playable enough that enough people just talk about how fun it is and overlook all this bullshit to try to just recoup the loss as much as you can. Which I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Gotta hustle where you can, but it was never this bad with Raincoat. Never. Never. Like, I can count it on one hand how often Raincoat freaking crashed on me. But this is, oh motherfucker, this is not tolerable. This is not tolerable. Oh my god. Oh my god. I cannot believe this shit. And now, yep. Okay, I'm gonna try to force close this. Fucking A, man. Fucking A. I cannot believe that shit just happened. Can you believe that? Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. Yeah. Yeah. God. Why? Fucking why? So, yeah. Oh, man. So, think I'm just gonna, yeah, give me a second. Give me a second. Just gonna. Gonna do this right now. Like it deserves. And we're just gonna uninstall this piece of shit. So on the off chance anyone watches this all the way through, you skip around and get to the end here, you can see how it went. You can see how it played. Again, I'm on my Steam Deck, so yeah, low end PC. But is that really the only reason? Really? That this game crashes hard as it did? Plays like that? No. No, I think we all know that's not the reason. Oh my god. Let's take a look at this. Update again. Yeah. Update 1.0.5. Fix the bug that caused the game to crash when loading save data. From chapter 15. How about you fix it from chapter 1? Oh my god, the high display. Zoki in English. Additional. Yeah. Yep. Fucking believable. Yep. Okay, so I really wanted this game to be good. I really did. It has all the ingredients to be so, but maybe along the way it didn't have the resources, despite all the sacrifices it took to make it. And, well, like I said earlier, considering that it got censored on the Switch, maybe the sacrifice wasn't worth it. And it's best to just bow out now. If the studio shuts down, you know what? Yeah, you did have a good run. I mean, you got the Danganronpa games. They've always been funny and good. You got the Raincoat, absolute masterpiece, honestly. I'll recommend that to anyone, anytime. But this 100 line and all the good buzz about it and everything, yeah, look, if you played it and it's not doing this to you, congratulations. But for me, personally, yeah, fuck this game. Maybe I'll come back to it in a month, like I did with Final Fantasy 16, because that's how long it fucking took to get to a playable state for me. Oh, Jesus. Alright. Alright. Thank you for watching. I think I'm going to call it a night here. I'll probably load up Sword of Convaleria. Well, it's my go-to when I'm feeling aggravated. I enjoy that strategy RPG that always works since day one. Free and fun. Puts this game to shame, I'll tell you that. So yeah, I'll play that and get a snack and think about what game I want to play and share, because it's not this. This really killed the joy I wanted to have playing this game and sharing it. So anyone that gets to this point, leave a comment in the comments about if you're still playing it or which version of the game you're playing, and tell me how your experience is going, because as you saw from mine, it's not going well, baby. Nope. So like, share, and subscribe, and you have a nice day. Thank you. Oh, good God.